Greetings for the corn. Nice to see you today on a great day of the week. Talking about corn or corn-based items. You can put marijuana in with corn. People do that. Can I have one of the pillows?
Loud as hell outside.
You ready?
I think so.
Hey, there's no better time than now to be ready. Welcome to the Corn Corner podcast. I'm Wicked Wren, and I can check on the back, but everything we have is on the shelves.
That was such a good one.
I can call another store.
Damn it. Sorry. Oh my god. Okay. Alright.
You gotta say one.
I know. It was so good. I'm Cam Damage, and would you meet me in the walk-in for a minute?
God, that one's great.
And today,
We're talking about relaxation.
so
So get your yoga mat and come on out to the Corn Corner.
get your physio mat. Do you know what that
Your
is?
Manduka mat.
What's a Manduka mat?
Manduka is a brand of yoga manufacturers.
Oh, okay. I'm not.
What is a fizzy mat?
The fizzy mat is where you take the bubbly water. So it's kind of like a trough mat, and you pour the bubbly water, and it's fizzy. No, a physio mat is the ones that have like the little, like it's supposed to be acupressure. So it's got like the points on it, and you like lay on it, and it's supposed to like do acupressure on
That
your
doesn't
back.
work.
No, it's
I'll tell you
bullshit.
that right now.
It's so stupid. Like
Now, speaking of relaxation, you're one of the most relaxed people I've ever met.
for sure am.
You wake up and you're zenned out.
Yeah,
You go to bed, you're out.
yeah,
You sleep really well,
so good.
and you don't have a lot of anxiety.
No, and I could sleep, the drop of a hat. I could be like, I'm gonna go take a nap right now, and I'll lay down, and it'll happen.
Trust me, I know.
Yeah,
Where do you get that from?
it's a masculine thing.
That's just mask culture.
Yeah.
For you. When was the first time you encountered relaxation?
I think, when I was born, I came out and
Yeah.
I was just soothed. by
Have
the
you done
setting.
yoga?
I have in the past.
You don't like it.
I actually do, but I never did the kind that was like relaxing because there's two kind there's many kinds of yoga, but I was like, this is a workout. We're doing this to work out.
Same. I do it and I want to,
Feel it.
yeah.
I'm not doing it to lay in corpse pose for
Yeah.
an hour.
I had a really good yoga teacher. Her name was Nicole.
Okay.
One of the most beautiful people I've ever seen in my life. And she was actually like really good. She like kind of was the first person to show me like kind of being in corpse pose and laying there is actually nice.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I was like, because I went in just being like, I want to see how strong I can be.
Yeah. And
But
like
yeah.
how bendy we can get and whatever.
Yeah, but she was like, you shouldn't do that. It's not what it's about.
No, it's like about mindfulness.
Yeah.
Yeah. And corpse pose isn't just like to lay there and take a break. It's like to be mindful of your presence in your body.
What are your feelings on hot yoga?
I did it once and I puked.
Did you really?
I did.
In the bathroom?
Yeah.
Wow.
What if I was like, no, right there?
I would have been like, I mean, I'm sure somebody has.
I didn't want to leave the room. I was so committed.
Could you imagine?
I'm sure that has happened.
Yeah.
I do like the idea of the hot yoga,
Yeah.
but I would never probably do it again.
I like the heat.
Yeah. But are you a sauna person?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
I'm not.
I've been in a sauna. I used to do a sauna a lot.
I like the idea of it, but my temperature regulation is so poor that I'm in there for like 5 minutes and I'm like, I'm just going to pass right out. And I
Yeah.
got to get out of here if I don't want to embarrass myself in front of all these women with their tits out. So like,
God.
I gotta.
That's a
ano-
hard audience.
That's another thing though. The only way I could do that shit now is like getting a private sauna or
Yeah.
something because I can't go in the dudes one.
Yeah. That is a logistical issue.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get you a private.
That's okay.
I would like a friend that had a sauna.
I have one in Seattle. Yeah.
Where?
Well, it's
I didn't mean to touch you.
gently touching me with your little cold hand.
My hand is cold and clammy.
It's being built in the yard of
Wow. Okay.
a friend's house. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I want to use it.
You will. Once it's set up, we can definitely get in there.
Well, you can only get in for 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I'll stay outside while you stay inside, and then I'll come back in and say like, hey, how's it going in here? Any new developments?
Now I'm gonna say no. I'm just sweating.
Yeah.
I really love it. You get all sweaty. You sit there.
Do you like it because of the detox factor?
No, I like it because, well, so Dr. Rhonda Patrick has done a lot of studies on the sauna.
You say that like I know who that is. Like you've talked about her frequently.
There's all these like heat shock proteins that get released in your body.
Heat shock proteins.
I'm
Okay.
probably saying that wrong.
Well, whatever.
But there's these things that get released in your body, and they've done studies on lab rat, and it like doubles the time of their life.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. Good for them.
But also
So they can be tested on more.
yes,
That's what.
yes.
Yeah, that's good.
It's a hard gig.
Yeah.
But the big thing is that your body releases bad feeling things, so you start to feel sick. Then
Yeah.
your body releases good feeling things, and those good feeling things kind of stay with you all day long.
Okay, so maybe I just need to stick it out and be in there longer.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And then also I do think that it's fun to like, it's like a challenging thing you do in the, in the day.
Yeah.
And then you feel really accomplished.
But do you think that it's meant to be, because we're talking about relaxation here, I don't think people go into a sauna to be like, I'm ready to challenge myself.
Yeah, I guess. But to me, that kind of is relaxing because I feel accomplished, which makes me feel relaxed.
Yeah, and have a release. What's something like a relaxing thing that you have never done that you want to try?
I would like to do yoga consistently.
Okay.
That is something I really want to do. But like meditation, I would
Yeah.
love to do that consistently.
I agree. Actually, that's one of the things I was going to put on our board was
Yeah.
to meditate for 5 minutes every day.
I would love to do that.
Yeah.
I just find it's very difficult right now to get into my routine.
Yes, I agree. And it's just frankly hard to sit still for that long if I'm not with a computer in front of me.
I used to use the Calm app,
Oh, okay.
and that was awesome.
Maybe we should get on that again.
Okay.
I want to do a float tank.
I did a float take once.
How was it?
I did not like it. I felt afraid the whole time.
Was it because you were like in the dark in a capsule?
It was nothing about claustrophobia. Claustrophobic?
I want to say claustrophobia from now on.
That had nothing to do with claustrophobia, but it did have a lot to do with like, because you lose all sense of
Yeah,
space.
everything.
It's wild.
Yeah. Hence it being called a sensory deprivation tank.
But I just got kind of afraid of like, I wanted to touch the sides to make myself feel
Grounded.
Like, yeah, because like you're like, what if there's something in here? Like it's like wild thoughts like that.
What if there's
kinda come
something
up.
in here? Like a sea creature? Gonna slink up and get you?
You love to make fun of me when I'm trying to be open about relaxation.
It is a classic thing that I do.
Every time I talk about relaxation,
I gotta poke at it.
You got a quib.
And you do every day, multiple times a day, do we talk about relaxation?
What
between
is
us?
something that people think is relaxing, but to you is not relaxing?
Getting a massage.
Yeah.
Like,
Now,
not
do
at
you
all.
think that's because our bodies aren't good?
One, yes. So the only times I've ever gotten a massage have been because I've had an injury.
Yeah.
So like it's a physiotherapy massage.
Yeah.
It's not like, ooh, let's go to the spa and like get a massage and have some hot stones placed about our bodies.
yes.
Whatever. So that I find it to be just a very awkward thing. As we all know, I'm incredibly good at intimacy, especially expressed physically.
I would say you're good at it.
Yeah, awesome at it. So like it's like this incredibly intimate setting of you just having to like let so many guards down and be very
Yeah.
vulnerable with this stranger.
Yeah.
They're touching you everywhere and like whatever. And then at the end they're like, how do you feel? And you're like, fucking, I guess good. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a lot of pressure. It's weird. And it's like, You don't talk. That weird music is playing. It's just all, it's like too much for me.
I do agree with that. I find like I want there to be a purpose to it. Like I want to be working on something.
Yeah.
It's really difficult for me to relax into it.
Yeah.
When was the first time you relaxed with corn?
Probably, honestly, the movie Amelie. There's a little
Hominy?
Yeah, the movie Hominy. It's a French art film, you know, and it's just she goes around saying "Je voudrais hominy," and it's just asking people for hominy. Anyway, and Amelie, stop touching me.
I don't mean to. I really don't.
I am really close to your little space. In the movie Amelie, do you know the part where she like dips her hands in like the lentils and stuff? You know, not cooked.
Where did she get the lentils?
She's like at a farmer's market. And when you're thinking about it outside the context of like, ooh, art film, like it's like, that's germs. Like get your hands out of those people's dry lentils. But there's a thing where she likes to go to the farmer's market and like submerges her hand in like, you know, dry beans or lentils or whatever, because it's like a cool tactile feeling. Whatever. Suspend your...
All right, I got it.
Like, yeah, skepticism. But I did that with like dry corn one time.
Where? Like a dog feed place? Like a horse feed?
It was probably the farm show or something.
What? When did you go to a farm show?
Every year.
What do you mean every year with the family?
No, like it was like, well, I guess sometimes when I was younger, but when you get older, it's like at Central PA, you just have the farm show in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania at the convention center every year.
Like, they have horses in the convention center?
Well, it has like a big open, like there's like rodeo and like
wow.
But there's like a big open area. Like, have you ever been in medieval times?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know how it's like the dirt, like...
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's what they do there.
Yeah. But they don't do medieval time shit.
And you saw big things of corn there.
Yeah.
And you felt kind of drawn to that.
Sure. Yeah.
And then you would stick hand in it.
Yeah.
How far down?
To the shoulder.
Really?
No. I tried to dive in that bitch.
Why was it there? No one was buying it.
No,
correct?
So well, maybe, yeah. At farm shows, there's like a lot of showing your things from your farm. So it's like showing livestock, showing your crops.
What a wild.
So like there'll be like, there's like a little installation of like the different types of corn kernel, like corn by kernel.
Oh.
So like you can see what the different
They sell
breeds.
it PK?
What?
They sell it PK.
No. What is the measurement?
Per kernel.
Oh yeah, PK. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
know it.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. No, it's not. It's probably by the pound. But anyway, it's just so you can see what the different ones are and what the corn turns out to be. And like there's like literal mini museums about like the different crops and shit.
We need to go.
I love farm shows. There's like butter sculptures. There's like the bull riding on the mechanical bull. There's rodeo. They show all the animals. You get to walk around the pens and see the animals.
I would love to interview a corn farmer.
Yeah, we absolutely need to do that.
I have a couple things in the Northeast that I want to do.
Yeah, we have to do like, and I want to go to Maine.
Hershey Park.
God, I would
I want to go to the Allagash Brewery in Maine.
Yeah, you said that.
Gotta see M to get my leg finished. She's in.
Oh yeah, Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Isn't that other tattoo artist in Pittsburgh that you see?
No. What, Barnsey?
Someone's in Pittsburgh that you see.
I never go to Pittsburgh. It's called Schittsburg. I don't go there if I can help it.
Sorry. Wow. Well, what do you not like about Pittsburgh?
We're really getting away from relaxation here, but
all right, we're gonna go back to relaxation. When you
I'm happy to talk about
when you are in,
we're gonna do a whole Pennsylvania episode. I'm gonna say that.
When you are in Pittsburgh, where do you relax?
Where would one? You know, probably over
Massage Envy.
Yeah, Massage Envy. Probably something with steel. They'll go get on a steel slab or something.
It's the Steel City.
Yeah.
I thought Detroit was the Steel City.
No, Motor City.
Motor City.
Yeah.
Close.
It is close.
If you could have anything on the podcast to relax a little bit more, what would it be?
A drink.
I swear to God, I thought there was a drink over here.
No,
And I was
because
gonna
there's no
lose
drinks
my
allowed on
mind.
camera, and I know
I was
that.
gonna lose my mind.
It's over there.
You're trying to sneak one in.
No. What about what you?
Probably like crew.
Probably some help.
Yeah, like staff. Probably like a independent contractor that could help us.
I think that would help me
Yeah.
relax more and be less stressed on
Yeah.
the daily.
Not every time I need to look over here and make sure everything's still recording.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that would be great.
It would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be really, really neat. What do you think plants and relaxation, that cross section, what are some of the most relaxing plants you can have?
I just think you don't have to be too picky with plants. Anything that's green. Having a plant in the room instantly is a mood lifter, in my opinion.
Agreed.
A lot of them are air purifying plants, but also it's just like something else living. Even if I don't care if they're fake plants, it looks nice.
I used to be really against fake plants, but now I'm kind of getting more on the board with fake plants.
Yeah, you need to be.
I have.
This is the best looking one of the bunch. That's why he's here.
He's not even doing too great.
No, he's got white spots. I'd love to get a plant doctor on here.
I actually do think I need to get rid of all my plants.
I do too. You have a mealybug infestation, and you need to get pots that have like drain holes.
I messed up, everyone.
You fell for the kitschy thing.
No. Those actually work. Okay, look at that plant.
The
Right.
self-watering things?
Here's my thing about the self-watering plants. The small ones are fine. They're not that bad.
Sure.
But I took out I bought a bunch of birds of paradise.
Yeah.
And then I put them into the pot without drainage. That's why they're dying.
Mm-hmm.
But this is self-watering.
Okay. Then I rescind my statement.
I just don't think they work well for bigger plants.
I would agree.
I think that they don't work super great there. But with that said, I would not buy the self-watering plants, especially the brand that I got, which I did not.
Yeah, they're bad.
Like,
the ones that send them through
ever
mail.
something.
Whatever. It's bad. It's bad for
I
the
don't like
plants.
it.
So, back to relaxation. Do you like white noise?
No, absolutely not.
You'd rather have... Oh, I just hit my face with this. You'd rather have silence?
Yeah. Yeah, if I'm trying to sleep. Who's hitting who? I'd rather have silence.
Okay.
What about you?
I have to have white noise.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have to, but I prefer to have white noise if I'm trying to sleep.
So would you like a white noise machine here?
No, I have... My phone is a white noise machine.
You put it on?
Yeah. I
It's
put
like
it on...
a timer?
It runs for 2 hours.
You put it on and it comes out the speaker?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I put it my floor bed. So I put it
Oh, I know.
on the floor nearby, and it's pretty low, but it's just so there's something else.
That's so cool.
So I do crickets and rain right now. Yep.
Wow. See, for me, I would just be like worried about things. I don't know. Just like I'd be worried about like the battery or something. I don't know. Like
The
goofy
phone's
shit.
plugged in.
I understand,
Yeah.
but I'm just trying to tell you how I would feel.
It's so funny because if I don't have the white noise, then all I have is my thoughts.
Now, on the scale of introvert to extrovert, and you can be like an extroverted introvert and the kind of all those BS
Yeah.
things. What are you?
I'm
Where
an
are you?
ambivert.
What does that mean?
It's just both. No, I think I am an extroverted introvert.
Remind me what that is.
I am quite gregarious and talkative and stuff with specific people in certain settings, but
Okay.
my battery runs pretty quickly and I need to get back and recharge, or I will prefer to be.
How do you recharge?
That's a good question. I would love to find out one day how I recharge.
Yeah, you feel like that candle's been being burnt for a long time.
A long time. I think I do I have literal nonverbal times, and part of that is the autism, and but part of that is recharging, where I'll like be home alone and I just won't talk out loud for like a day.
Yeah, I don't think most people do when they're home alone.
You talk to your like pets and stuff, or you call a friend or whatever. But even if Brad's home,
Yeah.
I'll like talk a little bit in the morning, but then be like, I'm kind of having like a nonverbal day, whatever, or whatever.
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah.
Get rid of that. And I think this is a problem with us. Do you need to look?
No, I was just checking.
All right. In talking about relaxing, is that neither of us, a goal of ours is to actually set aside time to relax, which is a fucked up statement.
Yeah.
But it is a reality because we are, if we're laying on the couch, we're still working.
Yeah, we're doing something.
Like I'll lay back on the couch, but I'm still doing some kind of work.
Well, that's what I've liked about surfing and skateboard is that specifically surfing because it's really freeing because you leave your house with nothing. You have a wetsuit and a key and then
Yeah,
a
you don't have your
board.
phone.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That's awesome.
So like, and then you're on the water and you just like kind of there and it's really freeing and neat.
Yeah.
And then you get out the water and you come back home. So that's been neat. And then skateboarding's kind of the same way where it's like, or skateboarding, no, because like you can still get out your phone, but like biking, you can't really do that.
Yeah.
Like biking to like the grocery store or something to me is really relaxing because, you know, it's fun and you're also, you can't like get out and like be on
Whatever.
Instagram.
I will say yesterday when we went and skated and it was my first little actual skate sesh, you know, okay. You took my phone to film and I'm literally Ryan from The Office being like, I need to be with my phone. But I didn't give a shit about my phone because I was just having fun and I was going, 0.25 miles an hour, but it didn't matter. I was just like,
you were really good.
it was so, I can't wait to do it again. And that was like one of few times recently that I've been so just like, not thinking about literally anything else or what we had to do.
Yeah.
It was just like this fun thing that was all we were doing.
For me, it's like really opened up new like avenues to like see stuff differently. Like using it as a mode of transportation. Like I bought a tiny little penny board and I went to the bank on it and the bank's like, I don't know, a mile away. But, I penny board and I walked probably 50-50. And it's cool because like you just see stuff you wouldn't see in a car.
Yeah.
Or even on a bike because you're kind of like going like, but like, I don't know. It's
Different experience.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's been relaxing for me.
I used to go on walks. I do miss that.
Yeah.
I hope to redo that once I move down here to like start going on long walks. There was a point at the beginning of the pandemic, which was probably actually one of the most relaxing things that I've like gotten to do and focus on in my life where I would, because we lived in the house with 10 and his dog was there.
Yeah.
So I would walk our dogs, me and Brad's dogs, and go for like 45 minutes or a half hour. And then I'd take 10's dog for a walk on her own because she was an angel. A blessing, Roxy.
What a good baby.
So good to walk. But we would go for like a really long walk and I'd listen to audiobooks the whole time and not be like worrying about switching a song or texting or looking at my phone during the walk. It was just a whole audiobook. And I listened to Stephen King's like 2 longest books those like first few months of the pandemic.
From doing doggo walk.
Yeah. From just like walking for like miles on end every morning.
Wow.
And just like doing that. And I really do miss that.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
And I miss reading in general because that is one of my relaxing things. And
Reading?
and I've been trying to get back into it and reading before bed, but I go to bed so goddamn late because I'm up on my computer editing until 11 p.m.
Yeah, I'll really mess you up.
Yeah.
And it messes me up. Like if I have a day where I'm on my computer all day, I go to bed and like it just
Wired.
It goofs you up.
Yeah, it sucks. That's a big thing that I want to. A relaxation goal of mine is to fix my sleep hygiene once we move.
That's another thing I like about surfing is that it's so physically exhausting.
Yeah.
That when I come back, I like sleep great.
Yeah, that night.
I do have some feelings of like still being like in the ocean though.
I like
and that.
that.
Fucks me up.
Oh, I like that where you feel
Well,
like you're like.
I don't mind it, but it's also kind of like I'm like I want to just stop. I want to just like go to bed.
That's
and that
not-
kind of makes it hard.
So, I mean, sleeping and relaxing is overlapping now. When you were a kid, were you a kid that got put to sleep on a car ride? Or, I mean, adults do that as well. But
No.
Oh, okay. So, like, that's why I like that, like, motion rocky thing because, like, I could fall asleep in a car
No.
much easier than anywhere else.
No, not really. Yeah, I didn't.
Just no.
No, because like there was never an opportunity because my mom didn't really drive very much and my dad was like working.
Oh, okay. So you didn't do
no.
like family road trips or shit like that.
We did, but I didn't sleep because I always felt bad. I felt guilt about sleeping while someone else was doing work, like driving.
You're the only child.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
So it was like I kind of felt like I always had to be like on.
Yeah.
You know?
Nip slip.
That's not what we want.
Sometimes when I'm like traveling or whatever, and you know how I like to wear these low cut tanks when I'm traveling, especially, like just cause I'm
A
like
travel tank.
yeah, because that was my goal, my
I
top
remember.
surgery goal. Anyway, I'll like be doing something and have like it all coming out, and I know that I don't pass. So like I always wonder if people are like, I'm gonna like there's a tit, and then it's like
And then there ain't nothing.
no, there's nothing there actually.
When you look, there's really nothing there.
There's not
It's like
yeah, fly as a board.
404 error not found.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, you know.
yeah.
So anyway, that's a great segue to the topic relaxation.
Absolutely.
Because airports are so easy
relaxing
to just kind of.
You know what's weird? So there are some parts of airports that I find incredibly not relaxing, obviously.
Yeah.
But there are some parts of travel and airports that I do find extremely relaxing.
I can tell you what part I do.
What?
I was recently on a flight Southwest back from Vegas to here, Los Angeles, and it was just me, and no one fucking talked to me.
Yeah.
And I got to sit on that goddamn plane and just kind of look. And I was like, this is it.
That's exactly it.
This is great.
Yeah.
My last plane experience was the opposite. It was one of the worst plane experiences I had in my entire life.
Yeah. It sounded really bad.
Yeah. Anyway, and also like kind of being in a terminal and waiting a little bit. I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah. I like to. So the thing I find relaxing is basically exactly what you said about the first flight experience. I like traveling alone because there's nothing to worry about. Like it's just me getting from point A to point B. The airport is a liminal space where like the world does not exist.
Yeah.
Your job in here is to get to that gate,
Yes.
get on that plane, be on that plane, and then get off, and then you enter the world again.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, but like after security, it's just like me, music, walking, whatever. Then I get to sit and chill at the gate and read or whatever.
I used to always think being like a flight attendant would be such like a cool thing to do for like, I don't know, 6 months.
Seems like hell to me.
I think it might be cool for 6 months.
Well, have you ever seen the movie View from the Top?
No.
Why did I ask?
That's not is that like a big movie?
I mean, Gwyneth Paltrow is the lead.
She's been in a lot.
Yeah, I would say it's kind of a thing. It's about her wanting to be a flight attendant and like thinking it's such a glamorous thing. But then like you start with like the shit regional airlines where you're like on a puddle jumper.
Yeah.
And then you have to like work up to like the big ones or whatever. And it just seems awful.
I mean, I think that the glamorized version of it's fun.
Yeah.
I bet there's a lot of,
Sure.
awful shit.
Yeah, people suck.
Sexism.
Yeah. Just terrible people traveling.
Yeah.
It's weird how people act on planes. We're gonna do a whole travel episode. Let's not get distracted on that.
Let's not get distracted. You will have a beverage on a plane to relax.
like a Diet Coke
Yeah.
or a airplane coffee.
You get the airplane coffee.
Sometimes.
Are we allowed to speak about this because it is not the travel episode? This is about relaxation.
Yeah, I think we should pivot.
We're gonna table it.
Yeah.
Okay,
we'll do a travel episode soon.
I'm gonna pivot quick.
Yeah.
The Trader Joe's hash browns. To me, that's a fun relaxation thing.
Incredibly relaxing. That is a relaxing thing with our existence together when I'm here.
Yeah.
Is that we'll like get in our little work grind thing, but then you very much take care of mealtime. Like
do.
I'm a snack time, you're a mealtime.
Oh yeah.
And like in the morning, you'll just like make breakfast for us both or whatever. And that is like so nice and relaxing to like, you be like, boop, here's the thing.
Here, eat the thing.
And it's often a hash brown, but Trader Joe's was sold out when we went yesterday.
We got the latkes.
Hopefully they're good.
I heard about at Trader Joe's, there's a man that will go in and buy every kind of this specific peanut butter. He'll buy the whole shelf every time he comes in. So they're always out of like chunky, non-salted.
Do you think he's stocking up or he's going through it that fast?
I think it's a bit of both.
What's he doing to go through it that fast?
Probably eating it. I don't think he's doing anything nefarious.
Well, it doesn't have to be nefarious. He could be like Rocky Emerson covering himself in peanut butter, you know?
What is that?
Shout outs to Rocky. Rocky's a performer.
Oh, I thought you said Rock Harrison.
Oh, Rocky Emerson.
Yeah, okay,
Sorry.
got it.
Yeah,
I was like, what?
No.
I thought it was like a movie.
No,
Because you always talk about those.
Rocky Emerson. And they
Got
do weird TikToks with their friend and cover themselves in peanut butter or like
Maybe we
ice
should
cream.
do a collab because that sounds fun.
I think it sounds disgusting, but I would sit there and look at you and Rocky doing that. Sure.
I would put it on me because my skin isn't going to break out or anything. And I feel like I would be fine.
It would be a nightmare for me.
I'd be okay with it. I would shower somewhere else though. I'd probably go to like a garden hose
Yeah.
and then just garden hose me down.
I'd be part of that. I'd be like, I'll do that. Here's a good segue. Hot tubs. Do you find them relaxing?
Yeah, I love.
Oh yeah.
I love a hot tub.
Do you like in hotel rooms when they have like the jacuzzi bath?
No, absolutely not. Would never get into that.
And what's the
difference?
you wouldn't just take a bath?
Not in a hotel.
Why?
Freaks me out a little bit.
Well, because germies?
Yeah, I don't know. The hotel bathroom just kind of freaked me out.
But it's
They
like
just freak me out.
okay, all right, we'll move on.
I wouldn't.
And hot tubs are fine because of the chemical component of the water inherently.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm sure a hotel bathroom is probably more sanitary than a hot tub. Who knows? But I don't know. There's just an element of being like, I don't know. You're like, the pool is like okay.
Yeah.
So I'm like okay with that. But I don't know. The bathroom's just kind of like,
Yeah.
I don't like bathrooms.
Now, thinking about pools, I think that's something that people on vacation or otherwise are like, let's go to the pool to relax by the pool.
Love it.
And that's an activity that you would like.
That's something. Oh, yes.
Okay.
I think that's such a fun. I don't like it because it's relaxing, maybe, but I like it because it's such like a. Like, it's like you're in a weird place for a weird thing, and then you're like, let's go to the pool, and you sit at the pool, and it's a weird pool.
Yeah.
I love that.
Just
That's
the
like
weirdness
such
of it all.
Yeah.
I
The goofiness of it.
I find it very stressful most of the time.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Well, outside of this,
Yeah.
it's like I like laying out. And
Yeah.
at the more tattooed I get, the more futile that is. So it's kind of not a thing I really do that much. But then when like getting in the pool, I need an activity. I can't just be like buoying around, you know, like
I really like it when there's someone. To be clear, I don't have to get in the pool to have fun.
Yeah.
I can be around the pool.
yeah.
That's fun too.
I think I would have more fun around than in.
Yeah, but I do like when there's one person that's like really into getting in the pool. So at Folsom,
Yeah, I remember. I was thinking about that just now. Like,
yeah, that was so fun because Doll and I got in the pool.
yeah, and y'all were having fun. You're making like talks and reels
Yeah.
and whatever. And
We did have a funny thing where I tried to like kind of like get in the pool, but I thought it was way like shallower
yeah,
than
so
what it
you
was.
just dunked yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there were all these people around, like hot guys, etc., etc., etc.
Womp womp.
Yeah, and I was like, God fucking damn! I had a full face of makeup,
Oh God.
but then I came up and I looked at Doll. I was like, do I look insane? She's like, no, and I didn't.
And you just don't wipe your face. You do that like feminine like thing where you're just like and like will it to be fine.
Yeah, and then I just had to like kind of stay like floating in the thing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Now I was trying to think of different instances where you need to relax. So like getting tattooed and you need to relax. What is your like do you have a thought process? Is there a thing going on?
Yeah. Do you? Yeah. It's not gonna last forever. Just gotta
Yeah.
chill out. Gotta think about my breath. You know?
I actually do really focused tension in one part of my body so the rest of it relaxes.
I had to do that with my neck
Yeah, oh, I'm sure.
pretty heavily, and then I actually do have to kind of like I'll put the hands up and just kind of like lay out.
Go
and
with
just,
God.
Like, try to
Yeah.
let God take me.
Yeah.
But I will try to just like kind of relax like
Yeah.
that.
What music would you listen to just in life, not talking about getting tattooed anymore, that you find relaxing?
I guess like lo-fi, like
Chill
a lo-fi
beats,
beat.
lo-fi
Yeah.
beats to study to.
Yeah, I put those on often.
Yeah, they're good, like little backgroundy stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of white noise, and I like that.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't find like I just listen to my normal music, and that stuff doesn't really relax me. I mean, it's just like I don't know. I don't listen to music the same way you do.
Yeah.
like you will listen to music all day.
Yeah, I'm very peculiar with my
I don't.
music consumption.
I only do it when I'm like in the car
Oh, okay. Huh.
or like I go off skateboard. So
So-
like I'll put it in.
Yeah.
That's it.
Very odd to me when people are like, oh, you're not walking and being like, I know just the song for this moment.
Yeah, that's not. Do you like what are those little things that you put the oil into it and it's like a diffuser?
I don't like those.
That's not, but it's very relaxing.
Are they? I've never had one in my house because they're bad for animals.
Well, you might want to get one in your house because I hear that
poison my
it's
animals.
one of the no, I think it's one of the most relaxing things. That's what I hear at least.
I like watching the humidifier do the misties.
Did you like vacuums as a child?
I love vacuuming. Just period.
No. Did you like vacuums?
The sound of
as a
it?
child? No, just the vacuum as a thing. You're
Yeah.
vacuum kids.
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Well, it's part of my cleaning thing, which I do find relaxing.
I love cleaning.
When you vacuum and
Reset.
it goes and sucks stuff
Oh,
up.
yeah.
It's like, oh my God.
So my friend Brooks just got a laser vacuum.
The fuck is that?
Yeah, it has a laser that shoots on the ground in front, and you can like see all the dirt on the ground.
Oh, so it's just
wild.
a now version of the flashlight vacuum.
The flashlight vacuum.
Yes, a lot of vacuums. It was more in the 90s. Had
Yeah.
like a bar, like a light bar, so you could like do under the couch and
It's
see.
the new version of that.
Yeah,
I haven't really asked him a lot about it, but it is kind of crazy. He sent
Touchy
me
subject.
a picture of it, and it's like so dirty.
yeah.
I was like, oh, that's wild.
The vacuum is dirty.
No, the floor.
Oh, okay, that's
prior
disgusting.
to the vacuum.
I hate that.
But yeah, you might like it.
I might look into that when we move because I'm gonna need to update the vacuum situation.
You have a Roomba?
No,
You would never.
I think that the amount of animal hair that is present in my house, the Roomba would pop up a little white flag after 10 minutes.
Please.
Empty me.
What are some things that you do when traveling to relax? You get into a new Airbnb.
Smoke cigarettes.
How many do you have to smoke to be relaxed?
Well, the irony is that cigarettes are actually a stimulant. Nicotine's a stimulant, but I find it's like the time to go lay on my comfy little chaise out there and listen to some songs and just smoke.
Is there a way if you did too much coffee and cigarette together, would you get
Yeah, totally.
wired?
But I shake constantly.
I mean, right now, the amount of shaking noise that's on this microphone.
Is it really? Is it gonna be bad?
No,
Okay,
it's a joke.
I'm trying to be really good.
You are being really good. We learned from our first episode, we got our first haters on the first episode, and they said, can we get them some pop screens? To them, I said, can you go fuck yourself? Didn't make me happy.
Sure, buy them for us.
That's actually what I said.
Yeah.
Fuck you piece of shit.
We have the gear we have.
Fuck you.
Also, the mics we have are very good. Not
All of
other
our gear
ones,
is good.
but Yeah.
We do this right.
Yeah.
Anyway, I am trying to be a little relaxed, so I don't want to keep
Mulling
yelling
that over.
Yeah. But the first episode, that man did make me angry.
Yeah. Now, how do you calm down when you're like angry and you're like
I just think
frustrated?
about how much better I am than him.
just
And it goes away.
it doesn't
immediately.
matter if the thing is related to him. You think about that specific man and
Well, I just think about this man that said to get the pop screen.
yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, you don't even have a podcast. Fuck you.
I'm talking about in life though. When you're all wound up. What's your it doesn't have to be a big monumental.
I say to myself, is this worth should they be able to hijack my emotions?
Yeah.
And the answer is always no.
Yeah.
And it goes away immediately.
that's
Because I
that's
get
a
mad.
good thing.
I get mad that they're taking something from me. And I'm like, oh, fuck you. You're a loser.
Yeah.
And then it's like, it doesn't make you mad
The
anymore.
the phrase "should they be able to hijack my emotions" is a really good one.
It
Because the
is.
answer it's never gonna be anything other than no.
Yeah, exactly.
Like there's no scenario. So that's like a very good
It is
positive self mantra.
and I just like let it go.
Yeah.
It's like that guy cut us off today. Remember?
Yeah.
I was just like, whatever.
I find road rage to be the most annoying thing in the world.
It's
to be
not
honest.
satisfying to me.
No, well, there's no. What are you getting upset for? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing's gonna go after this moment in time.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go chase the guy? No. You're just gonna be pissed for a minute.
Yeah, and it's not worth it. It's like
Yeah.
how short can I make that anger period?
Yeah.
Because it's really not a big deal.
Yeah.
Except if someone does go on your first episode of the podcast and say to buy pop filters.
And then the anger
Then
can,
you can
go
kinda-
for months at a time at least.
you can stay on that.
Yeah. That's one to hold on to.
Yeah.
I think there are ways to, now we're going away from relaxation to the opposite, anger, that you can have angry feelings, but not let it negatively affect you and harness them for good, you know?
I agree.
Yeah.
I think anger is a good catalyst.
Yeah. I would agree.
But I don't think it's good when it's like angry and you're just mad and vindictive and thinking of in the shower, thinking of the arguments. Like that does
Yeah.
nothing.
There's a relaxing into anger.
Yeah. But I do look at anger and I'm like, why am I angry? I ask myself that a lot.
Yeah.
And it's usually never because of what the other person. It's always because of me and some insecurity I have.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's very DBT.
Like the pop filters, I get angry because this man called us out and we put so much work into it.
Yeah.
But I have to remember he doesn't see any of the work that goes into it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just saying, hey,
This
you
thing.
should have some pop filters.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? He's right. But also, fuck you.
And you don't know.
And then it made me kind of reevaluate the thing. And I was like, you know what? It's fine.
Yeah. Good.
So, like, what am I going to do? Be mad at him for the rest of my life? Maybe.
Probably.
Maybe.
Is that?
Hello?
Do you have a good phone call?
Yeah. So
I'm going to keep that in the edit when you walk off.
So I will say though that making a lot of jokes about this guy, about my pop filter thing, but I will say it did point out to me that people watching things don't really give a fuck about anything that goes on other than the end result.
Yeah.
And I think that as like a creator, as someone that has to shoot the thing, has to do all the bullshit, it did kind of remind me. I'm like, oh, people don't like it's not as precious. Like it's more precious to like us or the creator, and I have to let that go.
Yeah.
And that really like kind of reminded me of that again, where it's like, let that shit go.
Yeah.
And all that matters is like what's here.
Yeah. Because people don't know. And what they don't know don't matter.
No, and they really shouldn't know. Like,
I mean, it literally doesn't matter, like, for them to know.
yeah.
Like, we're not moving shit around your apartment in insane ways to.
I think
It's
that
for
it's
us.
it's really self-serving too. Like if like I cared about people knowing that stuff, I feel like it doesn't serve like today we're talking about relaxation, and that's what's important.
Yeah.
And if they know about moving around shit, it's like that's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're gonna say something about therapy.
Well, because the question I asked before you went off about the pop filter guy again was about
I'm not angry at him.
How do you relax out of anger or whatever when you get upset? And all those kind of conversations always make me think about DBT therapy, which is something that I will scream from the top of mountains that people should seek out. Not just people who they think that type of therapy applies to. I think it applies to everyone, but it's a type of therapy that teaches you interpersonal skills, communication, distress tolerance is one of the big things on it. So just learning your personal methods of distress tolerance is such a monumental thing for humans to do, I think.
I don't really understand it, I'll be honest.
So it's like people do it, like engage with it and don't realize it. It's like doing deep breathing or box breathing.
Is DBT deep breathing therapy?
No, but that is great. No, it's dialectical behavioral therapy. And that means that, so it's something and something. So like, I am very angry about this, and it has no effect on my life in the long run. So two things that are true at once. And both of those things are valid, but you have to take them together. So the whole concept of it is that we have emotional minds and like logical minds. Those are like the two, like reacting out of emotion, reacting out of logic. And in the middle is wise mind, which brings both of them together. So like nothing is black or white. There's all these things, you know what I mean?
There's nuance to everything.
Yeah. And I learned like invaluable things through that for distress tolerance and interpersonal communication. And like I forget what I'm blanking on the fucking word right now, but when like situations are heated, how to like
de-escalate.
Yeah, de-escalation things. Yeah, tactics and stuff. Yeah. And those are what I lean on most to relax in like times like this.
Yeah.
Or like I'm someone who can get like into panic attacks or have like meltdowns and stuff like that. And you learn things about like your vagus nerve and like putting ice on your vagus nerve or like whatever, and dunking your face in ice or cold water. And that like literally calms down your parasympathetic nervous system.
Yeah.
So it like overrides your body and is like, relax, buddy.
Yeah.
And that's why I want to get an ice bath.
I wonder if that's why I like surfing, is because it's so cold.
That legitimately shuts shit down in your body.
It feels so good.
Yeah. It calms you down.
Yeah.
That's why you're supposed to like not take scalding showers and take cold showers. But fuck that.
Yeah, that's pretty hard.
I'm never gonna do that.
When I got my balayage on my hair, the man told me to not take really hot showers.
Yeah. Fuck
and
that.
I was like, I'll try.
You're like, I'm gonna do what I want.
I'm gonna try so hard.
You said, you ever heard of Rage Against the Machine?
That's me right now.
You ever heard of a Zach De La Rocha?
But anyway, I feel like this was a great dive into relaxation. There's more relaxation on our Patreon and our Discord. It's one of the most relaxing places you can go.
Yeah, the links will be in the comments under this video for those.
Yeah,
for sure. I think maybe in the future we could do some like a segment on us doing different relaxation things. Maybe people can suggest that like on the Patreon or in the comments. I think that'd be fun.
No, I think it would be pretty fun for everyone involved.
You don't seem very relaxed and soothed by that idea.
I'm thinking about, what I'm thinking about.
How are we going to do sound for it?
No, I'm thinking about the pop filter man.
Oh, okay.
That's a joke. I don't care about that guy.
Let go and let God.
Amen to that. Here, give me one. All right. Well, I'll see you later. Relaxation. A time? Relaxation. I've done yoga.
How many times?
In the hot room.